Hey guys, in this video, I'm giving my top 10 tips for GLP-1 users. These tips are based off of my experience and my research. I did 6 months on compound tirzepatide. I lost 34 pounds. I reached my goal weights. I tried to do a lot of research along the way. I tried to always make the most of my time on the medication. And then now I've been off of it for more than 6 months. Whether you plan to be a long-termer on your GLP-1 or you plan on trying to get off like I did, I hope this video will be helpful. Here are my 10 tips. My first tip is track everything and track everything well. I would record every time you take a shot, what that shot was, if you're bouncing back between compounds and name brands. Do your dosing, your injection sites. Throughout your week, log any symptoms you might be having. Of course, log your weights at least every week. I was kind of an everyday weigher, but you do you. All of this information is going to be so helpful to you as you plan your future on this GLP-1. Now, I had to start by doing this on a note on my phone, but fortunately, there's now an app for GLP-1 users to track their data. It's called ShotPal. You can daily log any symptoms you're having. Every time you take a shot, you will put in what medicine you took, what the dosage was, the injection site, any injection site pain. It can estimate how effective your medicine is based on the time of your last shot. It can send you reminders to take your shot. It has charts to let you know your progress. It can estimate when you will hit your goal weight. It is just a very cool app and I recommend it. Thank you to ShotPal for sponsoring this video. Be sure to click on my link in the description box to check them out. In addition to recording all of this data, I would also recommend taking some photos along the way. Even if you never show anyone them, it's just nice to have. I wish I would have taken more photos in the beginning just to see my progress. I would definitely recommend taking some photos before you take your first shots and then take them along the way. It can be so cool and motivating to see how your body has changed. 2, diet. So diet is so important on a GLP-1. Our appetite is suppressed, so we're going to be eating a lot less. So what we actually do put in our body really matters. Protein is crucial because we want to prevent muscle mass loss. Muscle mass loss can happen with really any rapid weight loss, and muscle mass loss can totally kill your metabolism. We want to spend our time on a GLP-1 improving our metabolism and getting our body into wonderful, healthy shape. So we need to eat a lot of protein on this GLP-1 journey. My provider recommended around 100 grams a day, which seems like a lot, but I really made it happen. Just every time I ate, I focused on having a protein there. So in the morning, whether that was a smoothie or eggs and turkey sausage, at lunch there was usually a chicken breast or a plant-based burger with protein or nitrate-free lunch meat. Dinner usually had some sort of lean meat. And then usually once a day, I would do some sort of protein drink and protein bar, and I almost always met that protein goal. When you're just starting out, it can be helpful to use an app to do your tracking because you might not automatically know how much protein is in your protein sources. So I started with MyFitnessPal. I ended up switching to the Lumen app, which I liked better. Once you get in the hang of things and are eating, your normal meals, you'll know kind of how much protein is in your normal meals. I don't track calories anymore, but I do kind of pay attention to my protein still, even 6 months off the medication. Fiber is also going to be important. It's going to help prevent side effects like nausea and constipation. Some good healthy fats are great to get in there as well. Just be very intentional every time you eat because you only have so much tummy room when you're on a GLP-1 because of that delayed gastric emptying. Also, don't just not eat. Yes, you'll have appetite suppression, but you don't want to totally kill your metabolism and lose a bunch of muscle mass. You really need to be giving your body the fuel to be strong. Yes, you're going to be losing weight, but you need to fuel your body. If you just are having trouble getting anything down, at least try to get some protein down. So at least like a protein drink or something. 3, water. I would aim for at least 8 cups a day. More if you can. Water is crucial to weight loss and feeling good on this medication. Everyone knows that when you're on a GLP-1, you're probably not going to be as hungry, but sometimes you're also not as thirsty. So for me, that was weird because I'm someone who normally would drink just a ton of water throughout the day. I would want a ton of water throughout the day. But when I was on my GLP-1, I sometimes actually had to remind myself to drink water. So maybe go around with a big Stanley cup, start your day by drinking a bunch of water, have some with every meal. Make sure you're hitting that 8 glasses a day minimum. If I found myself feeling a little icky throughout the day, sometimes it was because I forgot and I wasn't drinking enough water and I needed to catch up. For electrolytes, electrolytes can also make you feel a lot better on this journey because you're eating so much less, you're naturally consuming a lot less electrolytes. And so that can leave you feeling kind of weak and yucky. Having a sugar-free electrolyte once a day really kind of gave me the pep in my step back and made me feel a lot better. If I was feeling just like really sluggish, maybe lightheaded, maybe a little extra dizzy when I stood up, adding that electrolyte drink in, maybe 2 throughout the day, made a big difference. 5, supplements. I would definitely take some sort of multivitamin. Vitamin drinks are great too. I found it helpful to take magnesium. I feel like that really helped me sleep. Supplementing with protein, like a protein drink or protein bar, totally good to hit those protein goals. Supplementing with fiber, so like a fiber drink or a fiber bar can also be really helpful. 6, exercise. Exercise is important on a GLP-1. Like I mentioned, we want to be building muscle mass, not losing a bunch of muscle mass. And so we need to be doing regular strength training. Cardio is great. We all love cardio, but cardio may really wear you out, especially on a GLP-1 when you have kind of limited energy from limited food intake. If you love to walk, still absolutely walk. But if you can get strength training into your week 3 times a week, that can really help build that muscle mass and improve your overall metabolism. Strength training is what actually can improve your metabolism. Cardio, it's great for you. It's great for your body and mental health, and it can allow you to eat a little more, but strength training is also a really important key. What I do is I do a full body weight routine at the gym. I just use the machines. I don't have some fancy routine. The machines a lot of times will keep your form perfect, and if you're like me and you worry about that and you've hurt yourself a few times in the past, the machines work. So use the machines. I do 10 reps 3 times. Hopefully by the end, I'm getting near failure. If I notice that I'm not getting near failure anymore, next time I'll just bump up the weight a little bit. And that's how I do it. Then at least 2 more times a week, I do a full body Pilates workout. I go to a class at my gym or I do Move with Nicole on YouTube. And I have noticed my body feeling a lot stronger since. 7, stock up on your supplies. So have your protein supplements and drinks that you prefer always in your cabinet. Have a fiber drink or a fiber bar always in your cabinet. Have your electrolytes ready. Have your vitamin drinks ready. Have all the vitamin tablets you need ready to go. Always have extra insulin needles if you're doing compounds and alcohol wipes. You don't realize how much stuff is helpful to have on your GLP-1 journey, but I always felt much better when I was just kind of stocked up on everything. So if I was having a random day where I was just so full and I could not get anything down, at least I had these like protein drinks ready to go that I knew I could get down. And then I would have had at least a decent amount of protein that day. Or if I was feeling like a little weak or lightheaded, I had the electrolyte drink just ready to go. Having everything ready to go just made the biggest difference. 8, my recommendation based off of my experience, I'm not a healthcare provider, work with your healthcare provider on your specific situation. Everyone's specific situation is different. I felt like I really benefited from not moving up in dose unless I needed to. So if you are regularly losing between 1 and 3 pounds a week, it's normal to have a stall week here and there, then consider just staying where you're at. Moving up won't necessarily make you lose weight any faster, and it can make side effects worse. So if you are totally stalled out for a whole month, your provider may want to move you up. Totally cool. But if you're losing weight great that month, then you may want to consider just staying where you're at. Your body is clearly responding well to the medicine, and there may not be a reason to move up. And if you do bump up, you might not feel very good because it may also make your side effects worse. Also, there's only so far you can go as you move up. Once you get to that 15 milligram, if you're on Tirzepatide, then you're at where you're at. And if your body gets super used to it and you kind of stall out on the 15, there's not much you can do. I know some people are even like having to take breaks from their GLP-1 to get it out of their system so that their body can start responding to it again. So in general, don't necessarily rush up the dosing. 9, in general, don't rush this weight loss. Between 1 in 3 pounds or less, that is great. You don't need to be starving yourself on this medication. Please do not. We want to help our metabolism, not kill our metabolism. Don't compare your weight loss to someone else. Everyone's body and story is different. Rapid weight loss can kill your metabolism depending on how you're doing it. It can also cause a lot of loose skin. So super rapid weight loss is not necessarily what we're going for. So I know it's hard to be patient, but jumping up in dose or starving yourself or just going crazy at the gym isn't necessarily the answer here. Slow and steady wins the race. 10, pick a good provider. So if you are working with a local clinic and you feel great about that healthcare that you're receiving, then that is awesome. If you are maybe having to switch to compounds and you want to use a telehealth, make sure it is a telehealth that's writing scripts to reputable compound pharmacies where they're state regulated and licensed pharmacists are making it. I love My Telehealth, Join Fridays. They have a really great program there. I'm an affiliate with them now. My coupon code with them is Madison. It will always get you the biggest discount they are offering that month, so be sure to use code Madison. They keep their prices really low and competitive. You are able to do actual telehealth visits with providers. They offer nutrition and exercise support. You get this like exercise app that can help you with workouts. I was really happy with my program there. I've said this in a previous video. I don't necessarily think most med spas are the best place to be doing your GLP-1 journey. A lot of times there's a huge price hike there, but as long as you are working with hopefully like a nurse practitioner or something, maybe you're okay. But picking a good provider is so important, and you can switch. After my first couple months, I actually switched to Join Fridays because I thought they were better. And so you can actually switch mid-journey, and that's okay. Something I would not do, I would not get it from any housewife making it in her garage. We saw that on the news. That is not a good idea. Also, anything that says research grade is not a good idea, just from a safety component, no. All right, those are my tips. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions for me on my journey, leave it in the comments. If you just want to chat, send me a note in the comments. I'd love to hear where you're at with your journey. Are you starting out? Have you had a lot of success yet? Which medicine are you on? I'd love to hear it in the comments. Please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And remember to subscribe if you have not already.